One last call for we're out of time. Let's go to Goose Bay, line 11. Good morning, Jim. You're on the air.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine this morning. How about you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
Just I was going to get in on that conversation about Labradorans and Newfoundlanders a while ago, but I missed it, so I'm coming in late and by myself.
Okay, we're done. What's on your mind, sir?
Your attitude towards us.
Mine in person?
Well, no. I take your point that I don't think it's anybody's personal attitude. What I'm looking at is the overall thing, what do you call it, the prevalent attitude of the fact that we whine too much up here.
Okay.
And that you have to look after us, and the stuff I see on Facebook is unbelievable. That fact that we're costing you money because we have to be looked after up here. It's just like Labrador has no resources.
Well, Labrador contributes enormously to the provincial treasury. No doubt about it. It cannot be denied. Do you think that... Dare I say that resource-wise, we probably hold the trump cards on that. Population, absolutely not. But, that we don't get the tax head is understandable. We're a small population. Yeah.
But it's like when this Muskrat Falls thing started, and Gilbert Bennett sat there in that room, and I listened to him, and he said, none of this power will be for Labrador. Point blank. And then Todd Russell did a survey on Town Hall Survey across the territory, and he came up with 82% of us saying no to that project. Dunderdale categorically dismissed it out of hand, not even to be considered. Of course not. She had a majority government on the island, so why would we be considered? That is the thorn in all of this. And it's not Newfoundlanders' fault. It's our own fault, or not fault. It's our own thing that we haven't pulled ourselves away from this and taken responsibility for our territory, which we ultimately have to do, because this is not going to change. It isn't. Why would it? We're a minority of minorities. So we're definitely not looked down upon. No, absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, of course, as a minority, you're considered and then dismissed. Well, we are considered and dismissed, because I think some of the sweetest people on the planet has got to be Newfoundlanders. I mean, I love to travel to the island, and they're just. And I grew up with Newfoundlanders. God, I was 5 years old when they came to Goose Bay. I was 3 years old then, and I came and I started growing with them. So, and I have relatives who are there, and some of my people are from there. So this is not about Newfoundlanders. It's about the politics of Newfoundland and Labrador. They're horrible. They're despicable. And we have let it go on far too long. And it's time for us to change this now.
And where's the answer lie, sir?
In us being self-determined, as is the Yukon territories. They've got roughly our population. They have our demographics and cultures, like the Aboriginal, non-Aboriginal, different groups. So we parallel them, and there is a mechanism for us to do this. We just haven't done it. And I think the time has come now. Muskrat Falls, to me, was a wedge issue. It just drove the nail home that, hey, they're never going to pay any attention to us, that they're poisoning the waters, poisoning the fish. Doesn't matter. They have to have this power for the island. So there's just something inherently wrong with that. Now they'll be spraying Agent White along those thousands of kilometers of transmission lines. More poison going into our streams, besides the methylmercury coming out of the 8 rivers that are going to be blocked up in this big river.
I don't think we've given enough attention to the environmental issues of Muskrat Falls. I'll agree with that 100%.
Are you kidding? There's been absolutely none, simply lip service. Like, oh yes, we'll hear them, and then shut it down. And they did. 71 points brought forward to be considered. Nothing. And they haven't even put the methylmercury monitoring system in place that they said they would. They have not done that. Matter of fact, Nunatsiova is doing it. And they're finding what they expected to find.
By the chance, is this Mr. Learning?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm really glad you called, sir. You've had the last word today, but because of your unique perspective and your involvement in Muskrat Falls issue in particular and Labrador issues in general, I hope you'll take the time to call us, even again tomorrow if it suits your schedule. At your convenience. Let's leave it at that, sir. When you feel the need.
I don't want to be on a soapbox and then be this because I'm continuously spattering about. If I'm going to make a point, I just want to make a point and move on.
And Jim, and I'm glad you did this morning, and you're welcome to call the show whenever the mood strikes you. I appreciate it this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All the best. Bye-bye.